Server security is essential if you want to self-host your own local AI or other applications. In this video, we'll cover what to expect in this series and how to get started. Hi, I'm Tenevin, and welcome to our server security series. In this series, we'll be walking through setting up everything you need to secure your server so you do not need to fear. Whether or not you have purchased my automatic script Citadel or not, you will still need to take the exact same getting started actions. There is a lot to server security, and we'll be releasing a video for each part to keep things as simple as possible. This video covers the getting started portion. We'll be releasing future videos for setting up static IP, installing Docker and working with environment variables, as well as configuring and installing uncomplicated firewall, Docker socket proxy, DN, watchtower, homepage, portainer, traffic, CrowdSec, Authelia, and DNS and port forwarding. If any of these look foreign to you, you may not have seen our video on how to access your server from anywhere, and I highly recommend you check that out first so that this will make a lot more sense to you. Before you can start installing everything on the server, you will need to prepare some things first. You're going to need a domain name. You're going to need an email for your server to use to send emails. And you're going to need an email relay. For the domain name, choose your favorite domain registrar and purchase a domain name to use for your home server. We recommend Cloudflare since it offers other nice features and security. This domain name will serve as the URL you will use to access your server from a browser. If you plan to use this domain for anything else, it might be a good idea to set your server as a subdomain under the root domain. Email. Now we're going to be using an email for a variety of things on the server. We will need an email for the relay to use as a send from email. We will also need an email for the email relay to send to by default. We'll need an email for traffic to use to generate SSL certificates for each website our server hosts. This is what enables HTTPS on your website, so this is very important to have. For Citadel users, we're also going to need an email to use as the default Authelia account, as Citadel will help automatically set that up for you. Now this is a lot of emails, but really you can use the exact same email for all of these, but you can choose to use different emails for each of them if you want. Email relay. Pick an email relay for your server to use to send emails. We recommend Postmark because it has a free trial that doesn't expire and it offers 100 emails per month. And this is plenty for what our use case is going to be here with server security. This will be used for sending update notifications, as well as Authelia account helper emails, which will include setting up two-factor authentication and resetting passwords. If you have a commercial IP address, then it's possible you can host your own email server, but that's outside the scope of this series. You will need to find your email relay's SMTP settings, which will include the server URL, the port, the username, and password. Now, Postmark is interesting because it uses the same API key for both the username and password. Once you have gathered all these configurations together, now we are ready to begin setting up our server. This video has just been the beginning of securely accessing your server from anywhere. If you are thinking about purchasing Citadel, check the link in the description. And stay tuned for our next video where we're going to be covering how to set up a static IP so that your IP address will not change every single time your server reboots. If you haven't seen our video on how to access your server from anywhere, click right here or check the link in the description. I'll see you there.